In the context of investing, greenwashing is making unsubstantiated or misleading claims about the sustainability characteristics and benefits of an investment product. Greenwashing comes in a variety of shades and intentions, and I think it's worth distinguishing between two types of greenwashing. There is intentional greenwashing, which is when asset managers overclaim and oversell what they are actually providing. And this type of greenwashing is clearly problematic and corrosive to long-term trust and credibility. There is another form of greenwashing that often comes down to an expectation gap between investors and asset managers. So here, there is no real intention from the asset manager to overstate the green credentials of a product, but the investor expects more. Because there is no common definition of green, the investor has a certain idea of what green should look like, without realizing sometimes that it is not practical or in their best interest. Now, both types of greenwashing can be largely addressed through disclosure and investor education. Asset managers need to be upfront about what's green or sustainable about their products and report on the ESG characteristics of the products. Companies as well must do the same and also be transparent about their business practices. At the investor level, greenwashing is a problem because the investor could be disappointed or feel cheated. Because they have their own idea of what green is, when they look at their portfolios, they may see companies that they didn't expect to see. For example, fossil fuel companies. Greenwashing is also a problem for the planet and society if money is not flowing into activities that are necessary to solve environmental issues like climate change and social issues like rising inequalities, for example. To spot greenwashing and avoid it, due diligence is key. First, an investor needs to look beyond a fund's name or label and understand what the fund's objective is. What does the fund aim to do? Is it a fund that aims to invest in companies with lower ESG risk? Does it aim to invest in companies that offer solutions to the world's biggest challenges? Does the fund claim to have some sort of impact? Then the fund's claims need to be tested. An investor needs to look under the hood, look at the fund's holdings and their ESG characteristics. Many funds with a climate theme, for example, don't actually invest only in green companies. They may invest in so-called transition companies. These are companies that today don't necessarily have good green credentials. They may even have exposure to fossil fuels. But these companies have the intention and plans to improve their environmental profile. An investor must feel comfortable with this type of companies. Morningstar and other organizations provide ESG metrics and ratings that enable investors to assess the sustainability profile of investment products. The key is to find the right data points. Often, an investor will have to use a combination of metrics to get the complete picture and make sure that the investment aligns with the sustainability or green preferences and the financial objectives.